Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to a updated vanity tour. So I wanted to do this vanity tour because I did upgrade my vanity with a new mirror, as you guys probably saw in my last video. It's the Impressions Vanity Prisma cabinet mirror. If you guys want the full details on this mirror in particular, then definitely check out my last video. I'll have it linked in the description. But today I'm going to do a complete updated vanity tour because I reorganized my entire vanity. I'm so in love and obsessed with the way that I organized my vanity this time. This is definitely my best organization as far as makeup goes so far. I know I've done a lot of vanity tours. I'll have a playlist of it linked in the description as well if you guys want to see how my vanity transformed over the years, because I believe I've been doing at least one vanity tour every year since I've been on YouTube. So if you want to see all of them, I'll have a playlist in the description. But I definitely think this is the best organization that I've ever had, so I can't wait to show you guys. We are going to jump straight into the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So we're going to start over here, but I'm not going to go through my Alex 9 drawers because they just don't have makeup in them anymore, and most of them are empty right now because I'm reorganizing a lot of stuff. So we're just going to focus on what's on top, and then we're going to move over here. So up here I just have this decor piece that I got from Shein. I have my broken Hello Kitty mirror back there. I have this which holds my phone or my tablet when I want to watch something while I do my makeup. And then I have this acrylic napkin holder with some Hello Kitty Halloween napkins for the spooky season. And that's everything up here. So moving to this side of the actual vanity, I have these organizers that I got from Marshall's, and I have this little trinket tray that I got from Five Below. In here I just have some gel nail glue, some regular nail glue, command strips, chargers, just kind of random little things in there. I have this bottle of lotion over here, and then in this organizer I have my CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy glosses. I have some of my Morphe lippies. Some of them are liquid lipsticks, some of them are lip glosses, and then I have some bullet lips over here. I don't have that many bullet lips, so I have some from Morphe. These are from the Plastic Boy collection that he came out with Makeup Revolution. And then down here I have some from Juvia's Place, and I have them all facing this way so that I can actually see what color it is before I go and reach for them, just to make it a little bit easier. I don't necessarily like how I have this organized, but I couldn't figure out a better way, so it's fine. So I have this little fan that I like to use when I get hot. And then I have some of these Juvia's palettes. I have the blushed ones. So this one is volume 1, volume 5. This one is the bronzed palette in dark, volume 6. And then everyone's favorite, which is volume 4. And let's open it up. Everyone loves this one. This one is really cute to me, but my favorite one would probably have to be the orange one. I love the orange one. And they just fit so comfortably in this little organizer. So I have them all there, and then I have my fan there just for convenience, really. My mom and my sister got me this organizer for my birthday, and in here I have some lip liners and some brow products in here. So I have my NYX brow pencils, that's my favorite one. I have some razors, the e.l.f. brow lamination thing, Got to Be glue, some Fenty lip pencils, Charlotte Tilbury, NYX, and then some little brushes and things that I use when I do my brows. And then back here I have this really big fluffy brush that I recently picked up from Ulta. This is a Real Techniques brush. I first saw this on Brie Marie's channel, and when I saw it I just really wanted to try it out. So I actually haven't tried it yet, but I did pick it up. And then I have my little brush here, and then some more like pencils and stuff. And then I have this little handheld mirror that needs to be cleaned. And it has this little thing down there, so I just kind of tuck it right there to make it stand up. And then here I have my Kiss Salon Extend Light. This is what I use to dry my gel nail glue that's in here. So I just like to leave it there in case I break a nail. I can just, like, you know, fix it and put my nail there to dry really quick. And then moving over to this drawer, I have all of my Fenty lip glosses. They needed their own drawer, so I went ahead and dedicated this entire drawer just to Fenty lip glosses. And I have a lot. I have their lip oils, which I love so much. I have some of their limited edition lip glosses. I have some of the heat glosses here. And then I have some of the cream ones and some of the original shades in the back. And that's everything in that drawer. Moving down to this drawer, sometimes I get questions about this little system that I have up here, and IKEA used to sell it and they don't sell it anymore, so there's no way for me to link it, and I can't even remember what it was called. I got it so many years ago, but it basically just has 2 drawers and then it has this opening at the bottom, and I keep debating if I want to keep this on my vanity or move it, and I keep moving it back and forth. I finally put it back, and my biggest ick about this is I didn't know what to put right here until now. So as you guys can see, I have it, like, you know, set up real cute. So we're gonna start over here. I'm gonna move my phone out of the way. So starting in this drawer, this is my lip drawer. This is all of my additional lip glosses, lipsticks, everything. So I have some from Merit, I have Beauty Creations, I have some from NYX, I have some from ELF, more NYX, more ELF, ColourPop, all of my Maybelline lifter glosses. I actually have a few in my main lip drawer as well. And then I have my Armani lipsticks. I have some NYX lip glosses back here. And that's pretty much it. I also have this Strawberry Pound Cake lip gloss from Bath & Body. And that's that drawer. So moving down here, we have these little organizers, and I put my blushes and highlighters in these organizers, so we're gonna go through them. I love how they kind of pull out like a drawer, you know. So these are most of my blushes and highlighters. So we're gonna start over here. This is my Chanel blush and highlighter duo. I've been obsessed with this since I got it for my birthday. It was a very pricey pickup, but I feel like it was worth it because it looks so pretty. I get compliments every single time I wear this, so I feel like it's worth it. It's so pretty, you guys, like super pretty. This is another Chanel highlighter in the shade Warm Gold. And I'm going to try not to go through every single thing. I don't know if you guys want me to go through every single thing, but I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can so I don't have y'all here for long. I have this Fenty highlighter in Rich Honey. This Fenty blush lighter in Baked Peach. So pretty. This was a limited edition cream blush duo. I can't remember if this was from last year or the year before. And then I have some of their bronzers back here along with the cream bronzer. This is all of my Fenty highlighters. So we have What a Brat, my favorite. I have Penny For You Thoughts. And then I have some of the duos, like the original Fenty duos. We have Trophy Wife, just literally all of them. So all Fenty. And then I have all of my MAC highlighters here. I have, what is this one called? Flare for the Dramatic. This one was very popular. This is Whisper of Guilt. This is actually my newest MAC highlighter. It's in the shade Suburb, and it looks so pretty. We have Oh Darling, my OG highlighter. This is Gold Deposit. And then we have somewhere back here, we have Hot Damn. This one is Show Gold. And then this one is Double Gleam. Next we have all of my ColourPop blushes that come in this package. I don't know why they weren't all facing the same way, but I just had to fix that because it was getting on my nerves. But this is all of my ColourPop blushes. And then I have this MAC Selena highlighter back here. This is more of a collector's item for me. I don't actually use this because I don't want to mess up the rose. I have used it a couple times though, but I don't know. It's something about this. I just want to hold on to it. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been holding on to her. I think it's so cute. And then here, this is a little bit more random. I have this Too Faced highlighter, and then I have some of my Rare Beauty highlighters or blush lighters. They're blushes, but they're blush lighters to me. And then I have some Rem Beauty highlighters. I have my Charlotte Tilbury blush, and then I have a couple of Armani blushes back there. And that's everything that I have stored in this little section here. And I just pushed them in like little drawers, and they're out of the way. I have to switch out my Charlotte Tilbury blush and put this Armani highlighter here because for some reason it wouldn't go back in. But That's everything that I have under here. I also forgot to mention that I did add this strip of bling here just because this thing is really old, like I said, and I kind of wanted to, you know, make it cuter because it was looking a little busted. You can kind of see the strip is kind of coming off right there, and you can kind of see how it's just really old. So yeah, now let's get into this Prisma cabinet mirror. So as you guys can see, it functions just like a regular makeup mirror. It changes colors, and then when you open it, it's a cabinet and it holds jewelry and makeup. I love that I was able to fit so much makeup in here, because who doesn't love extra makeup storage, for real. So on the top shelf, I was able to fit all of my foundations. I have NARS, Fenty, Armani, Elf, Dior, Merit, NYX, Chanel, Estee Lauder, Morphe, Merit, and Uma. And those are all of my foundations. Next, I have all of my concealers in these two sections. I have NARS, Armani, Dior, Tarte. Then we have some Elf ones back here. Some more Elf, Fenty, more Fenty, more Elf. And then we have some more Fenty back here as well. And then in these sections, I have liquid highlighters and liquid blush. So I have some liquid highlighters from Armani. I have my favorite Fenty powder in here just for easy access. And then I have my Merit glow stick, which I love. This is so pretty. It's in the shade Solstice, and it is literally so pretty. So I just like to have that handy. I also have this random NYX concealer right there. And then I have another Armani liquid highlighter and then some liquid blushes from Armani. Next, I have my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm. I have two of these little miniature ones that I got in some different sets that I've gotten from them. And then I have my Elf Camo blushes and one Rare Beauty blush. And that's everything on this shelf. On this bottom shelf, I have setting sprays, concealers, stuff like that. I have Revolution. I have a tiny bit of the Charlotte Tilbury one. My Lawless primer, Morphe setting spray, Elf, Glow Getter, what is this called? Oh, Elf Halo Glow, Merit Great Skin, Armani Silk Primer, this sample of the Jisoo Hair Repair Serum, the iconic setting spray, Elf Cool Primer, Cooling Primer Stick. I have my Too Faced eyeshadow. This is in the shade Magic Sprinkles. This is so pretty. Look how pretty this eyeshadow is. I can't even take it. If it wasn't so expensive, I would get another shade, but I told myself no. I also have this Lawless, what is this called? It's a glow stick. So pretty. Let me show you guys. Look how pretty that is. And I actually found this at Marshall's for like $8, so a steal. I have my La Roche-Posay moisturizer and then another backup of my NYX brow pencil. I have some mascaras in here. I have Armani, Fenty, Merit, and then I have some in the back that I haven't opened yet. And the door has a jewelry organizer, so you're able to like organize some of your jewelry on here, which I find super convenient. So not only do you get to store your makeup, but you also get to put your jewelry away. And then you close this thing and it's like nothing is even in there. It is acrylic, so you can kind of see like what's in it from the side, but that doesn't bother me at all. So yeah, excuse the outfit. I'm going to bed after this. Now moving on to this side of the vanity, I still have my handheld Hello Kitty mirror, and behind that I have a little sign that says main character energy with my little Hello Kitty on there. And then I have my organizers, the same ones that are on the other side, on this side. And this one holds all of my makeup brushes. Some of them are dirty, some of them are clean. It's fine. I'll get to them when I get to them. That's why I have so many, so that way I don't have to always wash my brushes. I can take my time. But this is where I put all of my makeup brushes. I used to have so many makeup brushes, and I decluttered so many of them because they were just old and I was just over them, and I found myself reaching for the same brushes. So I was like, let me just get rid of the ones that I'm not using. I also bought myself a new makeup brush set for my birthday, and it's this one. It's the Morphe X Ariel brush set, and I've been liking those. And right above my brushes I have my Hello Kitty ring light from Impressions, and that's what it looks like. I have it on the setting where it has all the colors because I feel like it kind of goes with the Prisma vibe that I have going on here. And then here I got this little butterfly crystal from Marshall's on clearance for $4. I need to figure out how to take the sticker off because it's stuck on there pretty good, but for the time being, that's what it's looking like, and I think it looks really good up there. Heading into this drawer where I have some of my favorite lip glosses. So I have all of my Chanel lip glosses over here. I have this Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss in the shade Daisy Pink. I have my Too Faced Lip Injections glosses. And then I have my Dior glosses, my Dior lip oil, my ColourPop So Juicy lip oil in the back, and then my Charlotte Tilbury, what are these called? These are the Pillow Talk Big Lip Plumpgasm glosses, which I love so much. I have the fair medium and the medium deep shade, and that's everything in there. And then moving to this drawer, I have some more of my lip glosses that I tend to reach for the most. I have my Pat McGrath lip glosses here. I have a Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss here, some MAC. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX. I have some Merit lipsticks and some Merit lip oils, my Huda Beauty lipstick, and then I have a couple of my Maybelline Lifter glosses in here, a CoverGirl Clean Fresh gloss, and I have my Summer Fridays lip balms. I have a Glossier lip balm in here as well, and then I have some other stuff kind of tucked into the back. Let me see if I can just show you guys. I don't want to pull everything out, but I'm gonna just show you guys like this so that you can kind of see. This is a very important one to me because I really like that one. I also have the Fenty Skin lip oil. I have some Chanel lip balms back here. This AOA lip oil. I have a Ram Beauty lip gloss, House Labs, Dose of Colors. I have this Wet n Wild lip gloss that I actually mixed myself, and then this one is from Physicians Formula. This is a really pretty one. And that was everything in this drawer. And here's a good overview of the top of the vanity, and we're gonna get into my main makeup drawer, which is this drawer here, and we're gonna go through all of this. Over here I just mainly have makeup tools. I have a lash curler, I have my Aquaphor, and then I have some razors, and I have this random brush from MAC that came with the Whisper of Guilt here. It was like a little set. I still have everything from that set, so even though I don't usually reach for this brush, I just wanted to keep it because I have the whole set, so I just have it in here. Next I have this little fan to dry my eyelashes that I got off of Amazon, and then I have some more extra mascaras and liners and things in here. Back here I have extra concealers and liquid blushes and highlighters as well. Next to that I have all of my NYX Buttermelt blushes. I love these so much, so they got their own little section. I also have a Buttermelt bronzer as well. I just love these so much. Honestly, I can't even pick a favorite one, but if I had to pick one, it would be this one because it just goes with everything. This is the shade Feelin' Butter, and let me open it so I can show you guys. It's the perfect blush lighter for brown skin girls, in my opinion. I literally like all the shades, but I just want to mention that the purple one, the orange one, and this pink one is also really good. Next I have this little section that I have my most used palette. So I have my MAC concealer palette. I use this to carve out underneath my eyebrows every single time that I do my makeup. That's why it looks disgusting, but we're not going to talk about that. I also have this NARS palette that I recently picked up from Ulta. This is the Laguna Ultimate Face palette. So I actually do find myself reaching for this. I really like the bronzers. The highlighter is really pretty, and if I want to do a simple quick eye look, these 4 shades is pretty much all I need because I like to use bronzers in my crease anyway, so I have that. Next I have this Beauty Creations palette that I actually found at Marshall's, and I love it. It has some of the perfect nude shades in here. This is what it looks like, and I think it's so pretty. I actually find myself reaching for this one a lot. It's so pretty. If you guys see this at Marshall's, I definitely recommend picking it up. One of my favorite palettes ever, this is the Makeup Revolution X Plastic Boy palette, and this is what mine looks like. I use mine a lot. You guys can kind of see which shades I reach for. I love that black. I like to use that black to smudge out a little fake wing liner moment. Babes and Baddie are really pretty on my eyelid, as well as Sip and Slay and Slay. Those are my favorite shades in this palette. And that's why it's in here. I also have this Natasha Denona palette that I almost decluttered, and then I discovered that this creamy white shadow here in the corner is everything that I've ever needed, so she stays. The last palette that I have in this section is this Fenty Beauty palette that I actually don't use anymore, and I'm debating on if I want to keep it or not, which is why it's here, because I'm like, okay, if I'm not going to reach for it and it's right here, then that means I don't want it. And I am in the business of decluttering things these days, so I did scrape it again because it got hard pan. So I scraped the shades with the hard pan, and I'm gonna see if it works out for me. I also really love the highlighters in this palette, but if I'm not reaching for it, I'm gonna get rid of it because this palette kind of made me mad when it got hard pan, I'm not gonna lie. But those are all of my palettes that I have over here for easy access. And then next to all of my eyeshadow palettes, I have my loose powders. I have a pressed powder here in the front. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Soft Blur powder. I've been trying to reach for this a little bit more. I actually meant to put it in this section, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But I have all of my loose powders here. So I have Laura Mercier, Hourglass. I have the Chanel one that I recently picked up. I have Urban Decay, Fenty, More Fenty, Laura Mercier, and One Size. I have the pink one, and then I have the original translucent one. And those are all of my loose powders. Next to my loose powders, I have this little section, and I have some pressed powders in this section. I have my Charlotte Tilbury, which I reach for a lot. I have this Essence. I have Wet n Wild, and then I have my e.l.f. Camo powder. And then I have these Merit blushes back here. I think all of them. They actually sent these over, so I think I have all of them. I'm not sure. Actually, I gave a few to my sister, so I have most of them. Next to this container, I have this container, which has a combination of some of my smaller loose powders. So I have this Givenchy powder, and then I have this bite-sized Beauty Bakery powder, and then I have some more pressed powders. I have this Makeup Revolution Prism powder. I picked this up at Target, and I just found it so interesting that it has those little swirls of pigment throughout it, but it actually shows up white, but I don't know, it kind of does something. I really like this powder, and I like the packaging as well because it's really pretty. But moving along, I also have these NYX powders here. I have two of them. I have the white one and the brown one. I have this L'Oreal Infallible powder, and then I have my, what are these called? Rimmel Stay Matte powders here. And that's everything I have in this section. This section, I have some more blushes. These ones I don't reach for all that often, but I don't want to get rid of them. I know. But I have this blush from Essence, and then I have all of my Milani blushes. I have some cream ones, and then I have some powder ones back here. These are really, really good. I used to use them all the time. I don't use them as much anymore, but I don't want to get rid of them. And then I have a couple of MAC blushes. I have their Glow Play blush in the shade Rosie Does It. And then I have this MAC blush in the shade Raisin. I have some Huda Beauty Glowish blushes, and then I have all of my Ioni blushes that I either got from Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store. Rest in peace to the 99-cent store. And then on top, I just randomly put this NARS Orgasm Loose Highlighter just to get it out the way. Moving over to this section, I have my Charlotte Tilbury blush that I just moved into this drawer. And then I have my Dior blushes, my Dior highlighter palette, and then my Dior eyeshadow palette. Behind this section, I have another section with bronzers and more blushes. I have this Vanessa Myricks bronzer balm. I have the L'Oreal Infallible bronzer. I have the Anastasia cream bronzer, Sephora, CoverGirl, Colored Rain as well. And then in this section, I have all of my Beauty Creation blushes, and then I have this Revolution blush that was from the same collection as this powder that I was telling you guys about. Really pretty blush. I didn't really hear anything about this collection. I just saw it at Target and wanted to try it for myself, but I feel like it's worth talking about. I don't know if anybody else has tried it, but if you've tried it, comment down below and let me know what you think. I also have these blushes from Beauty Creations, and then I have a couple of bronzers from Beauty Creations as well. Over here I have these ColourPop palettes. So I have a ColourPop cheek palette and then 2 ColourPop eyeshadow palettes. Now in this last section I have more highlighters, and if you don't know, I am still a highlighter girly. I love highlighters, so yeah. I have these Diamond Bomb highlighters from Vanity. I have Cognac Candy and then the original How Many Carats. I have Charlotte Tilbury, Becca, I have Anastasia. This is a Anastasia blush palette. I have this really pretty Rude Cosmetics highlighter that I got from Marshall's. It was like $4 or $5 and it is gorgeous, as you guys can see. And then I have this Milk highlighter and then some of these giant Fenty Beauty highlighters as well. I have this tiny little Laura Geller highlighter. This is Gilded Honey. This is a real throwback. If you know, you know. And then I have my One Size cheek clapper in Girly Pop. This is really, really pretty, but I don't find myself reaching for it all that often because it is like a statement blush, you know, because it's kind of, you know, really pigmented. It's not subtle at all, but I love her. I also have this Pat McGrath highlighter, and then I have a Pat McGrath blush, and then I have my 2 Stila highlighters. I love these so much. I'm gonna show you guys my favorite one that I use all the time. This is the shade Bronze. I got mine from Marshall's and I definitely recommend picking it up if you see it because it is so beautiful. It's not a cream, but it's also not a powder. It kind of reminds me of the texture of the MAC Glow Play collection. So yeah, it's very unique. I love it. And it looks really wet on the face. And that was all the makeup in this drawer, which is most of my makeup collection. So there's that. And now moving over to this section. It's kind of makeup and kind of not makeup. So up here, I definitely have a lot of makeup because I have all of my eyeshadow palettes, or most of my eyeshadow palettes up here. So let's talk about my eyeshadow palettes really quick. I have ColourPop. This is actually a face palette from Sephora, Dominique Cosmetics, BH Cosmetics. I have all 3 of my Huda Beauty palettes. I have my Pat McGrath, my Dose of Colors, and then this Roaring Hearts from ColourPop. I have this little jar here, which I just have some extra makeup sponges in here. And then I have these 2 extra mirrors back here. And then I have this little Hello Kitty bow mirror in the front. On the second shelf, I have my Beauty Creations palette. I have some ColourPop palettes. These are some Beauty Creations singles that I picked up. They're very, very pretty. I have those. And in the back, I have some Car Beauty palettes. I did just throw these 2 Pat McGrath palettes on top just because I have nowhere else to put them and I want them to be easily accessible. And then up here I have my BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop palettes, and then my Beauty Creations 90s, 80s, and 2000s palette back here. On this bottom shelf I just have 2 of these ABH Norvina palettes, and then I have all of my Cara Beauty palettes. Also on this bottom shelf I have some more palettes. I have my Lunar Beauty palette, Benefit, Anastasia, Jacqueline, just some random palettes down there. And then I have these Cara Beauty Zodiac palettes here, and then a few more Pat McGrath palettes here. Now I would like to make this part of the vanity look a little bit better, but for right now it's very functional. It's exactly what I need, so this is how it's going to be. And then I just have these 2 boxes over here. Merit Beauty sent over some more of their product. I want to do a video on these, so I have them right here so I can remind myself to do that. And then I have these drawers that I got from Michael's. So they're not that organized, to be honest, but it's fine. I have some lashes, I have some primers and some setting sprays, and a few extra brushes on the side, and that's pretty much it. I also have an extra sponge back here as well. And that's everything in that drawer. This drawer, I have all of my eyeshadow palettes that did not fit on this little shelf, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but Some of them I don't even reach for anymore. I just don't want to get rid of. Like for example, this Fenty palette. This is from so many years ago, but I would not get rid of this. I also have some Juvia's palettes here. I have my Basquiat palette that I'm just collecting, to be honest. Some more ColourPop palettes over here. I have one Morphe palette over here, another Juvia's palette, some Rude Cosmetics palettes. This is an extra Chanel powder because the first one that they sent me spilled and I told them about it and they just sent me a whole new one. So I have two. I also have some liquid eyeshadows and some single shadows in this drawer as well. I love my ColourPop shadows still to this day. I know some people are like over it, but I'm not one of those people that's over it. I also have a Ren Beauty liquid eyeshadow that I really like, and this Juvia's liquid eyeshadow that is really pretty as well. Some Dose of Colors. These MAC eyeshadows, I'm gonna show you guys. These are actually really old, but tell me if you guys remember these. I have the brown one and I have a blue one. Let me see if I can show you real quick. I also have this blue one. These are so old, literally so old. I feel like I'm the only one on earth left with these, because I literally never see anybody talk about them or use them. But anyway, moving on to the next drawer. This is actually my nail drawer. I have like all the stuff that I reach for when I do my nails. Some alcohol pads, some builder gels, some top coats, and nail dehydrators, and then just some makeup tools in here, and some nail glue, and a random nail polish. Now in this drawer, I have all of my Shop Miss A makeup. I work with Shop Miss A on a regular basis. I get a lot of Shop Miss A makeup, and I like to have everything in one place. It's not necessarily beautifully organized, but I know where everything is. So when it's time for me to work, I know everything is in this drawer. It's actually not so bad to me, but I know it looks bad. I could probably organize this drawer better if I find some nice organizers, which I'm pretty sure I can. Maybe I'll make that into a video. Let me know if you guys want to organize this drawer with me, because I'd be down for that. This last drawer is very random. I just have some extra nails, some lash kits, some rhinestones, just random little things, pigments from MAC, some nail files that can probably go in my nail drawer, a random charger, just a bunch of random things. And that was my vanity tour. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.